have this debate.
This is definitely daddy today. I know what he's gonna say. I can tell you what he's gonna say. Okay,
As the day they break, I they wake. Hear the morning song, that's it take the shape.
Are we recording? What are we doing?
Ziad is going to read our topics. We're doing blind topics today.
Blind
so Ziad's
topics?
gonna read out numbers.
What is blind topics?
You go, and then we'll whatever. Blind topics. So random topics on a page. We're gonna pick a number
from 1 to 6.
From 1 to 6, and he's gonna tell us what that number correlates to, what topic that number correlates to.
Is that what we're talking about today?
And then we're gonna just
freestyle. That's what we're doing today, guys.
Yeah.
Welcome to the T.O.E podcast. Moe.
Taba.
Two opposite ends.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay.
What? So we planned nothing. Not that we planned anything.
It's topics that are relevant, and we'll talk about it. So let's go.
Okay.
All your stuff is, in any case, freestyling.
So, 1 to 6. Any number between
3.
1.
3.
Oh, shit.
What's the topic?
Not a word of a lie. We'll see how it is.
Wait.
My handwriting.
What does it say? I can't see from here.
I have a doctor's handwriting.
Cheating.
Oh!
How did that work?
Wow. It was meant to be. It was
Okay.
meant to be. We won't say why. But it was meant to be.
We were actually having a long ass chat about this previously, so let's get into it.
Yeah.
Cheating.
Are we really going to do this?
Yeah.
Females are the problem today.
You know, I'm not actually going to be riled up by you today, no, because I've already been riled up by lots of things.
Well, the very fact that you said that, I'm not going to be riled up today. I think you
I don't
are.
feel like females are the problem. I feel like in today's day and age, we are collectively a problem. My husband will disagree because he's like, women are whores these days, for lack of a better word.
True.
But, and I do agree. I think like it's...
Oh, you do agree?
To a certain extent, yeah. I feel like it's gotten to the point now where like, you know, there's like, use like statistically speaking. And I just feel like there are how many males to females now, the ratio? I think it's like 5 to 1.
Yeah. I mean,
Right?
I've always known it being 4 to 1.
Or 4 to 1.
Because that's most why we can marry 4 wives, apparently. You know? I mean, I don't think that's why.
Anyways, we're not going into that because you guys cannot even, whatever. Anyway, but 4 to 1, whatever the case may be. So, like, women are vying for attention, right? They want to find their partner and they're going to be a little bit loose, or, you know, put themselves out there, whatever the case may be, whatever. But,
How loose are we?
oh my God. But anyway, shut up. Just shut up. You are background.
All right.
Okay? But
ladies and gentlemen, we have got the
actually-
tone of the podcast today.
Let's actually get into it now for real. And I'm going to get my husband to come here also because clearly he has lots to say about this. So I don't know why he's behind the camera because he's going to keep giving his 2 cents. So he might as well come in front of the camera.
He's right there anyway, don't worry. He's got a smug look on his face.
But question,
Yes.
what do you think about cheating?
What do I think about cheating?
Yeah. And I'm not talking about,
Is it
no.
Are we talking about like cheating like in your exam?
No.
at school, like-
I'm talking about cheating like in a relationship, cheating on your significant other.
What do I think of it?
Mm.
You really want to know?
Yeah.
Do you guys really want to know?
Yes.
Your wife.
Oh.
Just
Well-
remember your wife's on the camera. She can choose to switch it off any time and murder you.
She can.
On
But
or
not
off,
the next
off
episode.
camera.
No, what I think about cheating, I think it is wrong. I think it's immoral. I think it's, for some people, it will be liquor. You know, for whatever reason they're doing it. Like the others say, liquor.
Mm.
But ultimately, it's wrong.
Okay, so here's another question. Do you know anyone who's cheated?
Absolutely.
Did you express your views to this person?
Or people.
Yeah, I did express my views.
Or people?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not saying what those views were, but I definitely expressed my views.
Okay. And do you think there's more than one type of cheating?
I guess you can frame it that way. But
Yeah.
it still comes under cheating, so
Okay, yeah, but like, what other types of cheating do you think there are?
Well, I feel like could be there's the physical cheating,
Mm-hmm.
there's the emotional cheating.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's pretty much it.
What would you
I don't.
classify as emotional cheating?
Good question, actually. I don't know. Like, well, you'd be involved with someone, right? Beyond just the physical, which they're both intertwined, to be honest. But yeah,
Okay. You know,
I just say something.
Yeah.
With your emotional treatment. I think it's got to do with the fact that if you're not happy in a relationship, and I maybe seek that emotion side from someone else, because I think this, I know this happened to people before. Someone personal I know.
you want to take the
oh,
mic so you can like.
No.
Nah, just so they can
I'm
hear.
just going to call into.
No, but what I mean is like so they can hear what you're saying.
Oh, no, they can hear me.
Okay.
Is answer your question. Emotional cheating. Talking to someone, right? Might not be cheating in your mind, but
it's still cheating.
it's still cheating.
Yeah,
Because why are you confiding in someone else? No.
exactly. Why are you
Yeah,
confiding
but
in
that's something
another?
I agree.
And especially a
Emotional.
person of the opposite sex, or if you're in the same sex marriage, whatever. Basically, talking to someone. We're not going to go into same-sex marriages on here also, but talking to someone and confiding in someone about that you could potentially be with, right? About things that you should be
With
talking to your significant
No,
other
that's
about.
100%. No, that is definitely an emotional cheating type of
Yeah.
situation. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's it's
And a lot of the time, sometimes it doesn't even have to get physical, but if you get into that point, then
But it can lead there, though, right?
yeah.
Okay. So what's next?
So
What's the next question?
So what?
I feel like you were going somewhere because you're like, right, here's your first question. I'm like, oh, okay, here's the exam beginning. What do you think about
how
cheating?
they targeting us. Like, why are we getting this?
Now I'm just saying you can ask also, but
No.
like obviously like in.
Well, let's jump onto the point because, like, look, we were actually talking about this earlier. You were saying that men is the king nowadays. Just go out there and just do their thing, cheat, and think nothing of it. And
I didn't.
what's
you know what? No, I just feel like, and maybe this probably comes from a point of view where I don't have the time because I'm so busy being a wife, a mother, a full-time career woman, right? So I just can't comprehend living another life and cheating on my spouse, right?
Okay.
But so that comes from that myself. But I also get where my husband's from, and he's like, oh, but he knows women who are married with kids who cheat. And ask me, I don't know why he knows these women. What's he doing that he knows these women? But anyways, personally me, I don't know. Okay, it was before. So before we started even dating, he worked with a woman who was
still gonna
whatever.
interrogate you about
But yeah. But personally me, I don't keep myself around people like that, right? So do I know someone who cheated? Yes, but that was by force of nature because it was a family member.
Did you express your views?
This family member is like not. It's an older family member.
So
I don't. It's not my place.
Why?
Because it's like an elder. It's not my place, and I was a child at the time.
But it's an elder, so what? Doesn't mean it's right.
But I was a child.
Oh, how old is a child?
No, we don't have to go into that because then this person will know who this person is.
No, we don't need to know.
But like, yeah.
Previous life.
But yeah, like that's not my thing to say, it's not my. But now, if that had to happen, I had to find out, and it was like.
So what will you say? Because you obviously asked me if I express my views. Like, okay, so did you express?
It would depend on how close I was with this person, because I don't feel like I want to surround myself with someone who does that.
I've had like close friends that did.
And what did you stop being friends with him? I'm not talking about I'm talking about in a marriage. They married.
When they were married. Actually, I do know a few people. Yeah, that I wouldn't say they're close friends, but they were in a circle.
Okay.
So
did you explain? Because I feel like I know who you're talking about, but did you express?
How would you know what I'm talking about?
Okay, maybe I don't know what you're talking about, but anyways, did you express your emotions to them?
Yeah, yes and no. like you see, the thing is this one. Yes, there's the simple, straight out, right and wrong. If it's wrong, it's wrong, and you should just say, right? Okay, cool. I get it. And if I didn't, then I'm wrong for
Okay,
that, right?
okay.
But
Would you do you think it's something that you can forgive? Do you think it's a forgivable thing?
cheating.
If, like, say your partner, your wife cheated on you, or you cheated on your wife, whatever, do you think that that's something she should forgive you for, or
It's
that you can
forgivable.
forgive her for?
It's forgivable, but can you no, but can you move on from it? Like, you can forgive someone.
I
But
will never forgive you.
no, you should
My heart is
know.
blackened.
No, you should always have
I'll
forgiveness.
chop your balls off. He has a nose. If he wants to
No, like
philanderer, if he wants to be a philanderer, then I will castrate him. I will not murder him. I will castrate him. He will live a penisless life. And without me, and I'll never, ever, if I will never be able to forgive that, because that is the ultimate level of disrespect. I feel the ultimate level of disrespect is cheating on the person that you've built a life with, you have children with, you have a family with. You lay in their bed, you put their penis in your vagina.
Whoa.
But like, you sleep with that person, you have sex with that person,
I
and now
don't
you're
know
going
what that
out
is.
and doing things with another person. That is so disgusting. Like, that's the ultimate level of disrespect. So I can never ever forgive. That's unforgivable to me.
I don't think anything's unforgivable.
No, that's
Bro,
unforgivable.
come on now. Come on, man.
There are certain things that are unforgivable, and that's unforgivable. It's
For you.
disrespectful. It's unforgivable.
But okay, look here.
It's also wrong in the Bible and in the Quran.
Yes, but both in the Quran and the proper versions of the Bible, you should forgive on pretty much everything.
I'm not forgiving. Sorry about that.
Well, your Lord is, so you should be. But
So
anyway,
he
that's not
can
the point.
forgive. The Lord is the Lord, and I'm not the Lord.
That's not. I'm
not
look here,
forgiving.
I don't know why we got into the forgiveness. Oh, you asked forgivable. Yeah, I was saying yes, it's forgivable.
Yeah.
But can you move on from it? That's the question.
Probably can't.
Probably can't. Like, I don't think I.
Because the trust is broken.
Yeah. But then you also have to ask yourself the question: why did it happen? Why did the cheating happen?
For sure, but like the thing is,
There's
never an excuse for cheating.
No. There's never an excuse.
There could be an unhappiness. There could be whatever.
It's
you're feeling a certain way about this person.
Mhm.
Your emotional needs are not being met. You're blah blah blah. Then either leave, address it, and if it's not thingy, then you need to leave. Because if you why are you still with this person?
Yeah, good point.
Another reason is
Why?
multiple headaches.
So what?
Multiple headaches.
Multiple headaches.
Yeah, it's another reason why men cheat.
What does that mean?
When a woman keeps on saying she has a headache.
Oh, when they want to have coitus.
Oh, I'm like, oh my god.
Okay, but like,
You
you
just said coitus.
yeah.
I'm a big bacteria.
Because you were like, why must you say it like that? And I'm trying to be more PC.
I'm done. She just said coitus. Oh, she just pulled a Sheldon Cooper. Oh my god.
You literally were complaining about me saying penis and vagina on camera. So I'm now being more PC. Now you're laughing at me like, what do you want, bro? Make up your mind. But like, no, you know what? No, you know what? Even so, like, there's other things you can do. Like, why are you cheating on your partner? Like,
what other things you can do? Like what?
Like, so you're gonna cheat on me if I don't want to have sex with you? Is that what you're saying?
No, but what are the other things? So you say.
Why did you jump to that conclusion?
Yeah.
Because like when you first get married. I know.
Most majority of cheating happens. It's not because it's got to do with sex. Let's just be real. It's not going to do with emotional.
It's the physical intimacy, right? So for a man, it's about physical intimacy.
Yes, because after years of marriage, when you just got married, everything was liquor, honeymoon.
Are you talking from experience?
No, I'm not. I'm talking about this is just how it
yes,
is.
no, I know what you mean.
So,
and you have more time for each other before kids come and blah 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 blah.
Yes, then that's the other thing. Kids shouldn't be an excuse, right?
Yeah.
You should love your partner. You should be physical with your partner. Kids shouldn't come in between that. Yes, life gets more busy, but the woman, I feel like the woman kind of gives up in the sex life.
Yeah. Are you talking about me?
No, this is just generally speaking.
Look here, let's just
generally speaking, and that's why I feel.
And that's how you feel. Okay.
Look here, just okay.
No.
I want you to carry on with the point, And I just want you to
Yeah.
just don't assume that it's you.
No, I know.
You're fiery as hell right now. Like, bro.
Look here, I'm
What
like
you doing?
on my like almost menstrual phase, and I'm like really like snappy. So like he's gonna get it
Snap,
if he
snap.
wants to be
He's
like
gonna get
rude.
it. Oh, he's
But
not.
anyways, I'm just saying like I get what he's saying because this has been a point of contentious point for a long time, and lots of men have discussed it. And I've heard him talking to other people about it, also like to other men about it.
So it's a common
Also,
thing.
it's like a common thing, right? But the thing is like that's a common theme amongst men. That's why they cheat. Generally, because it's like they seek that physical intimacy elsewhere. Whereas a woman, as the relationship goes on, they feel like the emotional needs are not being met, right? Because it's like it's kids, it's and the man kind of gets comfortable in just being like, well, we married, we have to have sex. I don't have to put in effort because you're my wife. So, and then there's no emotional connection. And a woman's like, why must I give my body to someone who's not even like meeting me with where my mind is at? I don't have time for this piece. Then they go out and they find that emotional connection with another. So it's so good. And like this is time and time again this happens. Like men seek physical connection. They go out and have sex because they cheat with sex. Women cheat emotionally, generally, first, and then they will go and have sex with someone. Generally speaking. And especially women that were in marriages and long-term relationships. I'm not talking about the loose woman out there that's going to cheat with every married man because it's a kink of hers. That's a different situation, you know? You get people like that also. But like,
Yeah. She's the like physical representation of like a snowballing effect. Or that what's that thing like the what's that other thing you call like in the city like when there's been like no life for a while that thing that pick up a dust man turns into like a
oh, I know what you're talking about. But yeah, I can't get.
yeah that's
In the
literally
desert?
yeah
Mm.
what is it I can't get
I need
it
to sneeze.
A taboo.
there we go yeah oh alhamdulillah there we go now that's literally her right
I'm a human being. I need to sneeze.
but anyway
I'm not allowed to sneeze now.
yeah
Okay.
that was a lot that you said.
Mm-hmm.
Emotional needs from a female, physical from male, and I thought the topic was just. I mean, okay, the topic was.
But I
cheating.
feel like that is why people generally cheat, right? That's the general.
then-
there's lots of other reasons also, but that's the general.
Look, yeah, I just reckon
theme.
at the end of the day, the cheating happens because of a weakness. Because
Yeah.
in that moment you are like, I'm not getting what I want to need from you, and vice versa. So
They need
I'm
to get
gonna
that
go-
gratification from
So the
someone
thing
else.
is, at the end of it, as much as we want to talk about cheating being wrong, not right, but wrong, or reasons for it, the fact that you made the decision is actually the thing that you have to address.
Mm.
And that means it's a weakness.
Mm.
You couldn't.
But you're gonna address that by yourself because I'm out of the door, or you out of the door. I'm kicking you out.
No, you have to address it with each other.
No, goodbye.
What?
I don't want to address anything with anyone. If you're cheating, you're out the door.
I'm talking about pre-cheating, fool.
Oh.
Why would I want to address it with you after I've done the deal? Like that doesn't make sense. That's clear.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There's nothing
like
to
if you're
address.
feeling the need to cheat, like the urgency.
Yes, if you're feeling that you're not getting what you want at home,
Mm.
so talk about it.
The urge to cheat.
Yeah,
Because some
is it? Actually.
is it because you grew out in that bald spot, or are you using some kind of medical growth drug?
Yes.
That's miracle cream. You know, like miracle cream in Cape Town, like everybody's almost got a miracle cream.
Really?
Hmm.
No, is it a legitimate thing? Because I need it for my brother.
Miracle.
What's your brother's
Sorry
name
for
again?
that. Elias.
Yes.
Muhammad
Oh, yeah.
Elias.
She's so young. But I don't know how you dealt with her growing up.
He loves
She's so
me.
mean.
Actually, we fought someone.
But
We were
Shem-
very close in age.
It is a miracle cream. If you,
But we love each other now.
it's a
We
miracle
love-
cream called brushing your hair a certain way.
like a comb over.
yeah, but
I use something.
yeah, it's called like rose.
So you actually use something.
Well, you see, when I went to the barber, right? I always have to tell him like, look here, don't cut thin there, bruh. Like,
Okay.
don't, because like it's already thin.
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, cool. And then he's like, oh, you can try all the stuff. And first he wanted to give me like that, spray black stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, bro, because when you spray that, then I wipe my hand and it literally comes off. And then he's like, oh, you can try this. And one of the things is like that rose.
Now my mommy gave it to me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, your mommy gave it to me, but then I never use it for. And then he's like, you should use it. And
What
see
rose?
how it goes.
Rosemary.
Rosemary.
Rosemary. Why are you saying rose?
Because I
It
couldn't
does
get to the
mean-
full word.
Oh yes, no, it does work actually. Oh my goodness.
So then why have you not given it to your brother?
I don't know.
She is full of. Anyway,
I don't think he keys men. Like he doesn't key.
Look here. Look here.
Okay, moving on.
I think we have to move on
Your
topics
hair looks
because
nice, but cheating is wrong.
cheating. Yeah, that's what I was
And
saying. Yes,
if-
address it
Yeah,
with your significant other because that's the problem.
yeah.
It lies on both sides, males and females. You're both
Hmm.
catching on cuck. Don't, because it's gonna affect you or your family some way or the other.
Yeah. It's disrespectful to the
Yeah.
life you've built.
Yeah.
Moving on. Next
Mm.
topic. What is another topic? Give us another topic.
Did we come? Did you want us to go more? Did you want us to talk a little more? I feel like this because your face is like no, bro, like,
Wait,
no. We need to
Ashton
debate
has
this
a
even
story.
more.
No, because he has a story. He has a story. Do you want to tell your story? No, you don't tell your story. You're not going to tell your story.
I think long story
so
short. The
boring.
long story short, the story is just about like females that don't mind
People cheat,
cheating. Yeah.
people get divorced, people just people.
You're so boring now that you're on camera. You were so funny off camera. Anyways,
No, I think he's
Stop.
smart. He doesn't want to.
he's minding the gap. Stop. Choose another. Oh, me choose a number. Number from what? 1 to 6? 5. No, 2. No, 5.
Huh?
Is your brain playing ping pong?
5. Why are you looking so confused?
Generations.
Ah, interesting.
What's the show? Generations.
Okay, generations, as in like millennials.
Yeah, and
Which
then we
is
get this out of the way. She's gonna say that I was supposed to belong in like the boomer time.
No, he is a millennial, but he's like has a boomer mindset sometimes. Anyway, millennials are the king of the generations.
That's what every generation says. The boomers also say that. The boomers
No,
are like,
but millennials are the breaking generation because we had a bunch of assholes before millennials came along,
I think we.
building the world that is now distracted because of baby boomers. The boomers rule. I think I firmly stand, and I will die on this hill. Boomers ruined the world.
Oh, that's a hell of a statement.
They
Why?
They ruined the economy. And then you know what they want to do? They want to be like, "Oh, you guys are so lazy." No, my mom's not a boomer. Actually, I looked at that. Like she just falls under the boomer, under there's one Generation X before millennials. Yeah,
What?
boomers, baby boomers, Generation X, boom. Because my mom's still quite young, and so my grandparents would be boomers. But basically, boomers want to lecture us about life and all things life, right? And they want to say, "Oh, you lazy. Oh, I used to work. I used to do this. I used to do that." But at the time when they were doing all these things, our house cost like 5 rand.
Okay.
Yeah, not 5 rand, but you know what I mean. It was like cost of living was significantly cheaper.
Yeah.
And the pace of the world and the work life was so much more chill. You'd go to work for you'd have a 9 to 5, but you'd go and sit and like freaking have donuts with your people half the time. You're not working the way we're working today. Do you know what I mean? Like it wasn't as fast paced as it is now.
So you blaming it on them? Oh.
I'm blaming the economy on them. Yes, they are the problem. They were the problem, and now we have to deal with all the shit. But we've made it good for ourselves. We are the first generation. We're the first generation to have a bit of the old world with the new world because we started experiencing
That I agree with.
PCs, technology, digital communication.
I 100% agree with that. I'm like, we're in that smack and where things like changed.
Yeah.
And I actually do think in everything, like that, music, the works, I think we're in like the golden era.
Yeah, for sure.
And then like what's the next generation?
Generation X.
Is that the next one?
No. Sorry, Gen Z. Gen Z is after us. What do you think about Gen Z?
What year does it start?
I don't know, but Gen Z is like...
But they're full of cock.
I don't know. Bilkis, just Google what is Gen Z, what year does Gen Z start? You think they're full of cock?
Yeah. Unless I'm talking about the next one. What's the next one after that?
Let me tell you something what I think about Gen Z after working with a lot of Gen Zs. I think that Gen Zs...
These one or two things that
they are a very smart generation and they are changing the world again.
Mid to late 1990s.
Yeah.
Mid to late 1990s
Yeah,
to
Early
to 2010.
2010.
Yeah.
is that the Gen?
Gen Z.
So we
Okay, now Gen Z is still okay.
So
Then I'm talking about the next.
people
the
say
next
that
one.
Gen Z is lazy.
Nah, Gen
But
I
Gen
disagree.
Z, I feel like they are efficient. And they don't take shit. And they, like millennials, we work ourselves to the core because we're trying to make up for the boomers fucking up the economy. I need to stop swearing. I always said I must stop swearing like really.
That's so sweet.
I didn't swear that much on today's podcast actually. But anyways, she's getting a sweet jar, so I'm not allowed to swear anymore. No, legitimately like a 5-year-old child.
She's calling out for sweet.
Yeah, she's like, please stop it. My husband said how you need to actually stop. But I realized, hey, the more stressed I am, the more I swear. So I wasn't swearing for a good time because I was off. I was on maternity leave. I wasn't swearing like this. And then I've gone back to work, and like the more
Oh, so
stressed
that's why
I
you
am,
like the
I
Gen
swear.
Z.
It's like a outlet for me. So when I'm stressed, I swear.
Breathe, bro.
I
Just
know. I should
breathe.
find a healthier habit.
Yeah.
But at least I'm not doing drugs. Like I'm just swearing. Like it could be worse. I always tell my mother I could be a drug addict. I'm just a swearaholic. Like it's not so bad. There could be other bad things that I could do. Anyways, moving on.
Speechless.
Gen Z is efficient. I love Gen Z now. I used to give them so much flack, and I used to hate them when they first came out with their with their baggy jeans and trying to recreate what millennials did when we were teenagers, right? And then thinking, oh, they're so cool. Because my nephews are actually Gen Z. And my nephews are Gen Z. Yeah, they are.
They're so cool. Okay.
Yeah, they are. And like they like say like all the old songs that we grew up with.
Yeah,
They singing those songs, and then the one day I was singing the song, right? Also, and my nephew was like, "How do you know that song?" And I'm like, "Bro, this is my song from me. This is my. Are you mad to ask me that? How dare you?"
Disrespect.
So disrespectful. I was
Yeah.
so
So like,
And
how
he's
old do
like,
you think
no.
I actually am?
no, but like also like he thought it was a new song.
Ah.
He was like he thought he was hip because he knew the song, and he was like, "Yo, how do you know the song? Because you so like you old."
You are.
And I'm like,
You
bro,
probably
this
thought
is
you're
an
like
old
40 or
song.
50.
Like you guys are just stealing my song. I used to give them a lot of flack for that, but they're actually a very like smart generation. They're like getting rid of our like stop work. Like millennials work a lot because we try to save whatever, and we don't know when to like stop working. Gen Z is like, I'm not taking this. Goodbye. At work even, like I know colleagues go just like, I'm not doing this. These are my hours, that's it.
That's one thing that I do. But I think I like that. And that's probably the one thing that I respect. Is that a lot of the older generations will say that people don't want to work today, which there is that element of it. There is just lazy people in general. But people are understanding that we're not supposed to be working
24/7,
yeah,
365.
they're understanding balance, right?
Work-life balance, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why they say that. Actually, in fact, even millennials fall under that. It's like we want things and we want things faster because we understand that there's more to
The
life than
digital
just
technology.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that I respect, and each generation. I mean, look, it is what it is. Where I sort of don't like the new generations, but my issue is, and I think it's just a cycle. It's a vicious cycle. Is how soft. And they all say, "Oh no, we awakened and we're the modern generation." I'm not probably talking about the one after Gen Z.
No, Gen, they're way too young.
No, what's after? What's
Gen Alpha? They like you're talking about like
no? If you're talking like 15 years and older.
2010. Oh yeah, 15 years and older.
So 15 years old, and then maybe like the last in part of the Gen Zs, whatever. Soft. Everything's an issue.
Oh, when you mean soft, you mean like lack of resilience, like they're not resilient.
No, soft.
But also,
and it's like tough enough. Yes, there is the understand. I get it. There's the toxic mindsets of maybe like the boomers or before that, where things were maybe not spoken about or things were brushed under the carpet. Or I understand that element of it. But there's just certain things in the world that.
So now you think they're taking it too far?
Yeah, 100%. Hey, come on, man.
Fair enough. But I always also say I would rather have an emotional child than an unemotional one.
How emotional are you talking?
Like I would rather have my child express their emotions than not express it at all. I would rather be them too soft and too hard.
No, I wouldn't want them too soft.
If you're talking too soft or too hard, I would rather have them be too soft because they would have empathy, and that is how you make the world a better place. Children and people who lack empathy are psychopaths. So you're saying you want a sociopath as a child?
That's not what I said.
Okay.
What I mean is like too soft in the sense of, okay, if you're just talking emotion side of things, I just mean like too soft, that there has to be an element of.
No, they must for sure. But I mean,
Yeah.
like, I would rather, because you can always toughen up a softer person, right? But like a sociopath, you can't change them.
Oh,
Anyways,
Okay.
that's just my thoughts.
yeah. I don't know. Generations are interesting, man. And you know what? I think with each time, I think each generation are going to say that they feel that they
Yeah,
are
but we
living
are the
in this-
best. I mean, Y2K.
Yeah, but
I
again,
mean, please, Eminem. Just give me more things
Actually,
about
yeah,
Scrubs,
Eminem.
Spice
yeah,
Girls,
Actually,
Britney
if we're gonna be
Spears.
talking music,
Like,
you know,
not even-
when this whole big thing with Eminem and what's that other rap? Is it Meg is it that went up
No.
against Eminem?
No.
It is, man.
That's another man.
No, they didn't. I'm not talking about MGK. It was now last year, the year before. They were still talking about how she's, dancing Eminem, and then everybody was like, "What are you talking about, though? It's Eminem. Ain't
Yeah.
nobody coming close."
Yeah.
Like,
But, like,
at all.
And today's
Aside
rappers
from that-
are like,
Yeah,
They
like
should,
even
they
the rappers,
should.
like
But even like the
Useless.
things we watched on TV, our experiences,
yeah.
like we came up with bow bottoms and skirts, not Gen Z. That thinks they made it famous. I'm sorry, Gen Z. Like that was us. We were also the
That
skirt
was fashion.
with
Man.
the,
It's like this.
it's recycled, but like that was ours. That was us. We trademarked that shit.
We did.
We
I think
did.
but it's also I think it's the lack of respect's not the word. Like you have to acknowledge previous generations that actually had the stuff before
Yeah,
you.
don't
Not
see
like,
that
oh,
shit
yeah,
and make
we're
it
like-
your own. Like,
yeah.
no, bro. And the baggy Y2K thing that's going on now, the baggy
No,
things, the
everybody that's younger
Y2K,
than us
the
is just
big
gonna say we
buckles,
are-
the middle parts, the glitter on the eyes. That was ours. That was me when I was 13 years old. Okay? I didn't know how to
What's
do
those-
makeup the way you guys know how to do makeup, but I was wearing those clothes.
Yeah,
I was
makeup.
vibing.
Yeah, that's another thing. Why are you guys wearing makeup so much? That's another topic, yo. Makeup.
Makeup.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know what? I'm not mad about it. I feel
I'm
like
mad about it.
About
when
what?
they win
Makeup?
under a certain age, yeah, definitely they
Yeah.
shouldn't
Why are
be
you mad
like
about it?
I'm
whatever.
not mad about
Like-
it, but imagine you dating a girl, right?
I didn't know.
So-
Okay, carry on.
No, exactly. Now, you dating a girl, and these girls like this.
Yeah, they are.
That full on, bro. Makeup,
Yeah.
full on, and that's how you see them, right? Because you date them, right? So
Yeah.
this is how you see them. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. I'm gonna marry this girl. Whatever. Wake up the next morning. Bro,
After you've like done your nikah, you're married, you wake up the next morning.
Wake up the next morning.
Whoa.
And that's not even. Yeah.
What
Who
fuck
is this? Yeah. No,
Like-
I agree with him. We were actually talking about
That's
this the
why I
other
said
day.
makeup's a
because
good topic.
It's hectic because, especially now, like when we were maybe like
This
when
is
we were
our next
younger,
topic,
it wasn't
so
so.
that's a generation's topic. On
Yeah,
the makeup
makeup.
topic now.
But like it was when makeup wasn't as
Not
advanced as
even
it is
on the
now, right?
list.
And also when we used to do makeup, like we used to be very bold about makeup. Like you knew we had makeup because we had freaking blue eyeliner. I mean, who has blue eyeliner? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like whatever. We
It
like
was intense.
yeah, we'd have like very rosy pink, like you could see we had makeup on. We didn't know
It's
about
like
blending
the
and shit
makeup
like
was
that.
used to stand out then, and
Yes,
now the makeup
yes,
is used
it was a
to.
form of extension. Now it's to hide,
Yeah.
right? So now people are doing things where like it's what's it like a clean, so simple makeup look. No makeup. That's what it's called. No makeup.
Yeah, how about just no makeup?
But no, it looks
Try
like you have no. It looks like you're just naturally beautiful. But the amount of work that went into that, it's insane. So, anyways, I was showing my husband this final because I looked on this thingy, and it was legitimately a man who married this woman, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, so he married this woman,
Nice.
and it was an arranged marriage. It was an arranged marriage. So, anyways, but he obviously saw pictures of her. They met on a few occasions. Not like they dated. They went swimming. Like he could see, like like it was just like a few pictures, and then they married him. And then, like obviously, then, like once he married her, now like the next
What's
morning
her
or
name?
like whatever, it's a legitimate thing. He divorced on grounds of it was what was it?
Being fake.
Fraud. He divorced on fraud.
Yeah.
On fraud. Because she was literally like 5 shades darker. first off, and like she looked like a completely different person because they like taped things. She taped her face
Yeah,
to
I
a
saw
way
that
that
as
she
well.
looked like completely chiseled, right? And like whatever. So tape
So what happened when
underneath.
that tape got taken off?
Contact lenses. So she had green eyes, but she didn't have green eyes. So it was contact lenses. So contact lenses, taped face, literally from year to year, wherever you could see, she was a different shade. And then when you
Yeah.
obviously, so like I get that. It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Hierdie was I'm fruit. I want to say
Yeah,
do some
I
fruit.
feel like there's two sides to it.
Yeah.
Opinion, right? Like some women, without being a rodeo, some women might need it.
to enhance the
And I
features.
don't
Yeah.
mean anything by it. I'm just some women need it, right?
Mm.
Then there's some women who don't need it, but they don't know they don't need it, but because of society,
Feel insecure.
etc., yes, they feel the need to wear makeup or they have to wear makeup. I've got a question now on this whole matter, and maybe it's directed more to people who are married and stuff. When it comes to makeup, you wear makeup, right? Your wife now wears makeup, she makes her look nice, etc., etc.
I know you're going. This is directed at me.
That's not like that, dude.
Yeah,
so
I know what you're gonna ask. Okay.
It's not about
But
you.
no, the other one's on it because we spoke about this.
I have this debate. I've had
This
this
is
debate a lot.
definitely directed at me. I know what he's gonna say. I can tell you what he's gonna say. Okay, right?
So they make themselves look nice, alhamdulillah. Mashallah.
Alhamdulillah.
You look nice.
Mashallah.
Mashallah. Now, okay, obviously you come home. We now Muslim, right? We have to get rid of that makeup because you now to make salah, etc., etc. Why can't you leave on your makeup, bro? Let the night go on. And why can't we enjoy the makeup? Why must the makeup go away?
Okay, maybe that is directed at you, bro.
That's what Khasim said. Because like I don't wear a lot of makeup, no, but like there's certain times when I will like on eat, I will really like put the makeup and I'll make myself look nice. And like if we're going out on a date night, I will make myself look nice for that. But the minute I come home, I want to take it off because I don't like a lot of makeup. It's like uncomfortable. And he's like, couldn't you have waited? Like I would have liked to enjoy you look this now. Like, I don't look nice in general.
Ooh,
But anyways, no, I know. He doesn't like me to wear a lot of makeup.
Basically, it's like
at all. But
it's like glamming yourself up to the rest of the world. You come home, like you couldn't even give me some of that glam. Type of thing.
Yeah, basically.
Like,
because he's also like, the moment you come home, you take your heels off. So it's not just a makeup thing. It's like you look a specific way. You look so nice. Like let me also like live with the bed. I'm like, I want to take all the shit off when I get there. I'm like, I want to be comfortable.
He wants to keep your heels on.
I'm just saying,
like
I'm saying
like
it's, but it's also as in general, like we are a married couple. Like obviously, like for him, that's like
Just
you look so
another-
beautiful,
yeah, another
whatever.
tip, going back to cheating. Leave the makeup and the heels on, guys. For your husband.
It's just like I suppose it's fun for him. Like it's like okay, we're newly married, whatever. But like,
it's that whole, like you said, you go out,
making
you look
an effort,
liquor,
right?
you come home, and it's like
Right though,
Right.
on,
everything off.
all the layers back on.
Yeah,
and
but then it's this. Yeah, bro. This topic is so layered. I don't think we must do another topic after this. This topic is so layered, bro.
the cow.
Because
like, my slippers. He's like, yo, it's my wife that just looked like that 5 minutes ago. It's all gone. Cinderella is now a pumpkin.
I'm done. I'm going. Oh my
But
god.
I still get what he's saying, but also it's like,
Okay, as long as you
this is
understand.
my comfort now, right? And like you, my husband, you love me anyway. So whatever,
Take
like.
her as she is, brother.
But yeah.
Ooh, this is a multi-layered topic, bro. This is like a, but that just shows how much, like, females will like suffer for beauty.
Yeah.
Like literally, you'll come home and like
Yeah.
take this off,
Yeah,
unstrap that, take that off. Like what do people
Shut
say?
up, your keys, that.
What happens
They-
is they do in fact suffer with it.
Yeah.
No fucking woman can tell me when they wear heels to the arm, they're fucking in pain, bro.
That they
How
must.
many hours they are wearing that heels? The moment I know my wife, bro, on Edie, she must wear heels and we get in the car. It's that sigh of relief, bro. That fucking wheels are going.
No, I don't
And you hear that. You hear that. Ah. It's like, fuck. Bro.
That's what I saw in the pumps.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? No, I do agree. So I used to, before I had babies and whatever, I used to wear heels to work because I work in corporate. I used to wear heels to work every day. And it became
Corporate.
like you wear it so much that it becomes just, it doesn't bother you anymore. Then you stop wearing it. And then when you need to restart it. So I stopped for the longest time after I had my babies and I went into a different line of work anyway. So I was more in like physical line of work. So I had to be flat. So I would tackies all the time. And like here also, I'm constantly on my feet and I'm busy and I'm on the road and whatever. So I can't wear heels. It doesn't make sense in the kind of work that I do. So when I wear heels, it's like once every couple of months.
So you're not used to it anymore, is
So
what
I'm
you're
not
saying?
used to it. So now I'm like, yes, it's fucking uncomfortable. I will admit it's fucking uncomfortable. I hate it
It
now.
always is uncomfortable.
Like I hate it.
You know how many clients?
It depends on the heel.
It does depend on the heel. Then you do get comfortable heels.
That's
Like
not-
I had that one
It's
girl
not-
with a
it's
thick
not
heel
that-
that was a really comfortable. I
No,
wore it all day.
imagine you
Yeah, that's
are walking.
uncomfortable.
Imagine you are walking on your toes all day, bruh. Your legs, your bum is gonna feel it, bruh, because you're literally on your toes.
And your
down
lower
all the
back
way.
because it's arched.
Yeah,
So I
I
it's not.
What's this thing?
yeah,
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 false.
right? No, you know how many clients I had. No? Yeah. You know how many clients I had, no?
Yeah.
That is like, I wear heels every day. It's like, I'm so used to it. I don't feel anything. I'm like, you literally seeing me right here because you got like back issues and like your legs are tight, your calves are so, bruh, you are struggling with heels. You've convinced yourself that it's like normal, but like it's really not. The suffering for beauty is real. And that's actually a debate that I also like.
But it's just the pressure that society places on
Yeah.
women.
So then that's another question as well.
But then do men appreciate?
What's
Yeah.
this? We appreciate what?
That we beautify ourselves for you guys because of society.
Hold up. Wait a
Do you
minute.
know who
Something
created
like-
the heel?
No,
It was a male. A male created the high
Well, then you
heel.
gave into a male's.
But I'm just saying. I'm
But
just
no, no, but
saying.
wait. You say that you do that for
Not to
us.
take a heel off.
No, but hold on.
It's for 5 minutes for you.
No, but the thing is. It's a whole 5 minutes, bruh. Don't worry. It's more than most. No, look here.
Yeah.
You're being real here, man. Okay, stop it. Don't come in. You said we don't appreciate it, right?
I'm asking.
Yeah. No, you're saying appreciate it. And then you said, yeah, we're beautifying ourselves for you guys.
Yeah.
But you're not. Because when you come home, you're taking everything off.
Yeah.
You're beautifying yourself for the world.
100%.
You're beautifying yourself for.
But when I go on a date with my husband, I also dress up and I will wear heels for him.
Yeah, when you come home.
But it still look nice on a date night with him.
Yeah,
It's all
but
for him.
but it's for him, but it's also for it's the perception of you guys out there as a couple. It's to look a certain way when you're out there. Because if it was just for him and you was chill, you could say like, okay, just go in your PJs, bro. Like I'm
Yeah,
happy.
but who's gonna go to a nice place in your PJs?
Exactly. It's for the outdoors.
It's
what I'm trying to say.
societally not okay. You can't just get in your PJs.
Why?
Go on a date night to a nice restaurant or wherever
They can't
in
turn
your
you down.
PJs.
Why not?
They actually can. There's some restaurants that have like formal
Well
wear,
then,
black
bruh,
tie.
keep your lobster to yourself. I'll go and eat KFC or.
Oh my god! But like, yeah, I get what you're saying, but also it is like it's a societal thing. Like it's also like
Yeah.
looking a certain way for a
No,
job.
that's the question that I was. That's
whatever.
the debate that I used to have with. Who did I used to have this debate with? I think with my cousins. I don't know. Like makeup is used. People say, "Oh yeah, they don't use makeup for their insecurities." I said, this is not back then, years ago. Well, there's layers to this, but I used to say, makeup is a tool that females use. Well, maybe not females nowadays, as it's something to cover up the insecurities. They go, "Oh no, it's not," and I'm like,
yeah.
"Well, I think it is."
No, I agree with you.
I
agree
really
with you.
think
I
it is.
agree
And
with
they're
you.
like, "No, it's not. It's for us. It's to make us feel." I'm like, bro, if you are
I
100% okay
1000%
with
agree
the way
with you
you
because I
look,
never used to wear makeup
you're gonna
until
doubt it.
after I had kids.
You know what I mean?
And I don't have enough sleep. So what I do is I wear under eye concealer because I have bags, which I never used to have. So to work, I'll put an under eye concealer and like a BB cream. Whereas I never used to do that when I was younger.
That I can,
Before
and the thing is, if you
pre-kidney.
can go right, look, this is the reason I do it.
Yeah.
Because it's also to be presentable. You don't want people to look at you and talk, and they
If
can
I
see
don't, they're
someone.
like, yo, you look so tired.
You
And
know,
I'm like,
it's
because
like
I am fucking
you,
tired. I got like
looking
4
after
hours of
yourself,
sleep
right?
last
It's
night.
like you brush your hair when you go out. It's started, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like that's like a lot of people deny it. They're like,
It's
no,
like
no,
you
no, no, no.
putting rosemary oil on your bald spot.
100%.
Same vibe.
Even though if it
You all
doesn't
have
work,
insecurities, okay?
Yeah.
Men have certain things, women have certain things. It's not socially, okay, now it is socially acceptable for men to wear makeup. So some people do. But generally speaking, like
We
our
don't.
husbands,
Don't wear
they're
makeup.
not going to go and wear
Don't
makeup.
wear makeup.
But then there is the pride. My husband has to have his hair cut and his beard trimmed every 2 weeks because that's his form of makeup. My form of makeup is because I get 4 hours of sleep on a bad night and 6 hours of sleep on a good night, which is not enough for me. I
Don't
put
push it, man.
under eye concealer under my eyes so that I look alive, because otherwise I got to my work and my people are like, you look so tired. And now how many times did I hear that I look tired? Because I am tired. I'm a mother of 2 and I have a 7-month-old. Why would I not be tired? Like that blows my mind. I don't have a night nurse or nannies. It's me, bro.
But no one's arguing the fact that you have to be concealed.
Now I'm not, but I am saying, like he's saying, it's insecurities, but I'm not just insecurities. It's also to look presentable.
No, but that's
and
fine.
to just
That's
be
fine.
Yeah, but that's fine.
like, you
And
know.
I think that's acceptable. And I think
What do you
when you can own that. Yeah.
Like, I look, you can. Some women wear so much makeup. I feel like if you look at them, you
How
can
many
see
minutes
yourself.
Why are you looking at women like that? Lower your gaze.
You're allowed one
Why are you
look.
looking at
Oh, yeah,
women
but
so
it's
much?
hard to not
You're allowed
look at
one
someone
look. You're
who's,
allowed one
like,
look.
looking
one
so fucking shiny. Like
You're allowed no looks.
You're allowed one look.
No, don't look.
Your
at
first
all.
look, you don't get judged on.
Yeah, then you can look down on.
Close your eyes,
So
bro.
make sure you look the first time. So my dad is at the last.
But he's
Sorry,
looking
Dad.
and he's looking at the multiple layers of makeup. Why?
It's so shiny.
You're judging. You're judging.
Okay, I get you, but you know what? Everyone to each their own. Some people use it as a form of expression as well, and that's fine. Like
I've got nothing to do
that's
with
I
people
have
wear
nothing.
makeup.
I have nothing
I'm just
against
saying, like,
women who
It's
wear
just
makeup.
like yeah.
Like,
That was just the debate that I used to have. I was
Yeah.
like,
I'm
I
not
think
hating
it's-
on you guys for your freaking mallets and your beards that hide your
but
ugly
that's
faces.
not the, no,
Like, don't hate
that's
on
not
makeup.
covering anything though.
Look here, did you ever see a man like some men? I've
Okay, they
seen
have big
men.
beards and they have no chins.
No, I've
I've
seen men who like look like good, right, with a beard and whatever.
See, so how are you looking at other men?
I'm talking about like on the socials. Anyways, that have
the
like
socials
lots,
as
like,
well?
you know,
Weird.
it's no man, it's the same thing. Okay, man, it's the same thing as that Indian brow with the fruit. Like, you know how they, because that Indian brow with the fruit, because people were basically saying, how can women hide their faces and whatever? And then women were fighting back, and it was a whole Twitter war debate. And then women were fighting back and saying, we don't judge you for having beards on your non-existent chins or your hiding your double chins or whatever. Same concept. So literally on this picture, there was a picture of this man before he grew a beard and how he looked. Yo, not good. And after the beard, he looked like a handsome man.
Yeah, but that's not.
But that's what I'm
But
saying.
that's not
like,
common, man. That's
these
like,
certain things can change. No, a lot of the times it changes, like features drastically.
How do you look without your beard?
Yo, he looks very cute. Like he's like looks like young and cute and like baby faced. But I love him with a beard because he looks like sexy and manly. You know.
Sexy.
But he's still a good looking guy. I met him and I started dating him. He didn't have a beard. So he's a good looking guy. My husband's a sexy man. You know. You
Let's not go.
Don't
you
take
had that.
Let's not.
Let's not, because I made him like, I was like, that needs to go and you need to grow a beard.
Yeah.
Either needs to go completely, you need to grow a beard. You cannot have what you had going on. It's a bit weird. Like, it's just strange. Like, yeah, because he's a eaty guy, right? So, yeah, all that Simon's kept.
You know, if people don't know you, yeah, like if they've never seen you, like say someone new watching this podcast, like by the time you come on here, they will already know you, bro. They will know how you look, or think that how you look. They'll know everything about you. She's exposing you. I don't need to.
I think my husband's a handsome guy. I wouldn't have, like,
Shouldn't have married me.
No, you're so superficial.
I wouldn't have dated him if
It's
I
not
didn't
about
think he
the
was a
looks.
handsome guy. I married him because I fell in love with him, but I would have dated him if I didn't think he was a sexy guy. Because you also have to, you have to be attracted to the person that you're with. Like even the prophet said that. Like you need, like you at least need to like how the person looks. You need to be attracted to them. It's not a sin. It's not a crime.
Why are you telling me that?
I'm just saying.
I don't even know. Why is it? What
It's
are
not
you
a
talking
crime.
about?
It's not a crime to want to marry someone who looks good.
I
It's not a
didn't say
crime.
it was.
Anyways, we are signing off for today.
Are we signing off?
Really?
No, we have one more.
Wait,
one,
wait,
one,
man.
one more
Are we
just
done?
one. We're gonna do the random pick one more. Just
Okay.
so that this is the theme of
Ish,
tonight.
ish,
So
ish, ish.
I'll give you guys
It
one more
escapes
and then
me.
we can call it. Because I think that
Let's
other
keep it
topics
slightly
is-
shorter so you don't go too long.
To the sky, raise our voice high. Sing with the birds as they fly by. Sing now your praise we they rely. Oh, sky above, hear our cry.